Have you heard of the Jeep Orange Peelz Concept? And will it come to the Jeep Gladiator? Good morning, everybody. How are you today? Pretty good here, and that's right. Have you heard of the new Jeep Orange Peelz with a Z concept? And will any of these parts, we'll get to that in a minute, come to the Jeep Gladiator? Now, before I get started, I have a quick favor to ask. If you're not already and you like the channel, please go ahead and click that subscribe button and that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. So, what is the Jeep Orange Peelz concept? Well, you know, basically, it's a Jeep Wrangler two-door that Jeep has added a whole bunch of new prototype parts to. And I'm thinking that if they fit the Jeep Wrangler, they're gonna fit the Jeep Gladiator, at least some of these parts. And some of them are pretty cool. So it's just basically an enhanced Jeep Wrangler. They took it to Mopar recently, I think it was around Easter, to show it off. So what are they? What is this more open-aired concept and all these other prototype parts? Well, first of all, it had a hardtop, but the hardtop has removable rear and side windows. Now, might not be such a great thing for the Jeep Gladiator since it has rear doors, it's a four-door, right? And the windows roll down anyway. But it would be cool if it had a rear window that could be completely removed so that you just have the hardtop part, right? You could roll up the side windows if you want, and of course put the Freedom panel, which we'll get to that, there's something new there, back in if you wanted to kind of secure it a little bit. Now, there are also half doors with no glass. They're gonna offer these, I guess, standard or a different version of them from their new parts catalog. The two-piece Freedom panel, let's talk about that because this would fit, I believe, the Jeep Gladiator. What they're talking about is replacing the two pieces with a one-piece removable targa top that is glass. So it would just be one glass panel, if you will, across the top, so you'd have open view, but you could take the whole thing off like a targa top. The concept has a Jeep installed 2-inch lift with Fox shocks, pretty much available right now, I think, but maybe adapted a little bit. There is, or would be, steel high top fender flares. So no more of those rubber, plastic, whatever, fading black fenders that we have on the Jeep right now. Both on the Wrangler, the two-door, the four-door, and the Gladiator, unless of course you go with the painted version. It comes standard with 37-inch BF Goodrich KM3 mud tires, and it has valve stems that are custom with the Jeep logo on them. So just one of those little touches, right? I mean, if you've got a valve stem, why not put a little Jeep logo on it? And it's more revenue for Mopar. They also offer satin black fender badges and graphics on this particular concept vehicle that they showed. The hood has custom Mopar latches with the Willys logo. So, be a little bit different than what we have right now, and hopefully they'll put some kind of a locking device, at least on one of them, to keep people from just popping that hood open, right? On the A-pillars, they're including 5-inch off-road LEDs with 4,800 lumens of light power each to help prevent windshield cracking. You know, this is a big thing with Jeeps, right? I don't care whether you have the Wrangler, the Gladiator, whatever, Jeep always has had a problem with cracked windshields because of the angle of the windshield, right? Particularly if you're off-road and you're following somebody and they're throwing up rocks and stuff, right? Now, they're gonna go with a Corning Gorilla Glass. Now, it's not bulletproof, obviously, but much better than just the easily crackable glass that they have right now. According to a lot of people that have left comments and things on the channel anyway that have gone with that new Gorilla Glass. It includes the Rubicon steel stubby bumper with a 2-inch grill guard and 8,000-pound capacity Rubicon worn winch. So it would come with a, that stubby bumper already with a winch in it. You don't have to add it. There are also custom rocker rails in lieu of steps, again, for protection for off-road. This Jeep is kind of, at least the concept that they've put out, kind of is designed for off-road. That's why you see all these off-road things on it, right? The rear includes reinforced black powder-coated swing gates to accommodate larger spare tires. That is definitely needed. You know, one thing that always amazed me about the Wrangler or any Jeep that has that back carrier on it, it's not set up to fit the bigger giant tires. You know, Jeep knows that everybody modifies these trucks, that they lift them, they put bigger tires on, bigger wheels potentially. They needed to have this, and finally it sounds like it's going to be maybe standard, or at least something that you can get from Mopar themselves. There are body-colored tow hooks on the front and the rear, and for ease of entry, the roll bar right inside the door, you open the door, the roll bar is right there. There's going to be a custom grab handle that you can put on now, so you don't have to go to the aftermarket anymore. And you see what Jeep's doing here? They're trying to increase their presence even more. I mean, Mopar has a lot of parts already, but even more into the aftermarket stuff that's out there, right? Now, the inside, it's kind of funky. You know, I think people are either going to love this or they're going to hate it. There's kind of no middle ground. It's kind of like the Jeep Gladiator itself, right? It has orange plaid seats. Kind of reminds me of the Volkswagen GTI. You know, the GTI has a version out there, or a trim level, an option, where you could get plaid seats. It kind of reminds me of that a little bit. And it has an orange center console. So all across the front console area there, up above the glove box and the gauge cluster area, that's all trimmed in orange. It has tons of orange accenting on the dash and stitching in the seats and the shift boot, the brake boot, you know, a little brake that goes around the handbrake in there, and also a plaid center console cover. So it matches the seats, right? So you have lots of plaid in there. There are stainless steel pedal covers, and they have an accentuated rubber nub in them, or nubs, I guess, to give you a better grip on those pedals themselves. And black sill guards that feature the Jeep logo. You know, when you open the door, the sill plate down there is usually just paint, gets all scratched and chipped. They've got sill guards now that are going to come, it sounds like, standard on this particular concept. It has deep, rigid floor mats with an advanced reservoir system. Now, that means that they're trying to catch more liquids, I guess. Now, unless you're going through deep water, which, by the way, I think it's like 32 inches, something like that. You're not really supposed to go through anyway, but they're accommodating that with this deep reservoir floor mat, still marrying up to the drain holes in the floor pan so that you can drain it should you get any water or, who knows, spilled drinks, whatever, inside. The engine, this is important. We kind of need one of these. Nothing really special here, nothing really changed. It has a 3.6 liter Pentastar V6, 285 horsepower with 260 pound-feet of torque, married to an 8-speed automatic transmission. Did not sound like there's any manual transmission offered in this particular version. They also upgraded it with a Jeep cold air intake and a catback exhaust system. I don't know what's special about either one of those, to be honest. It doesn't sound like they're pulling any more horsepower out of it. And the exhaust system, probably pretty much standard with what they have now. Be interesting to hear it, see if you get any more sound out of it. I don't know. So basically, this new Jeep Orange Peelz Concept is kind of like a showcase for some of these new and older Jeep parts. Let me know. Leave a comment. I'd be curious. Does any of this stuff turn you on? Does it get you excited? Make you want to go out there, get busy, get your hands dirty? I'd be curious to know. Also, real quick, if you're interested, I have two other channels. Rob Motive, all about my 2020 Toyota Tacoma. And Rob Motive Civic, about my experiences with the Honda Civic Type R and the Honda Civic Sport Hatch. Check them out. If you're interested, why not subscribe? Again, don't forget to click that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. And do me a favor, smash that subscribe button on the way out. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.